Bitcoin booming over the past couple of weeks here, currently trading at $92,700. We're going to go over Bitcoin, where it's at right now. It's at a key level, as well as we're going to go over the altcoin market and XRP as well too, given that it's now above 70 cents. It's been a bit since a video, so this is going to be a good catch up. If you're new here, subscribe, hit the notification bell, leave a like and a comment. And now let's get into it. So first off, let's actually cover the macro market drivers, because we do have like an interesting dynamic happening right now. Whereas crypto is pumping up, but we do have bond yields rising, as well as the dollar rising, as well as the US Russell 2000 and the stock market indices as well too. It's like everything's rallying, which is a bizarre kind of dynamic. But we do have another 1 day prepare to sell soon on the dollar. We do have, let's see, a 12-hour. Nope, we don't have that. Let's see, about a 2 day. Nope, nothing there. On the 3 day, nope. But where we're at right now for the bond yields, definitely want to see a rejection, because if we do break up through this level, as you can see, we have a massive spike, and that won't be good. With the dollar as well too, where we're at these previous highs from back of April 2024, even close to where we were back at in October of 2023. So where we're at here, we need to start rolling over. We need to see continuation for the US Russell 2000. We have not yet made a new all-time high, but so far so good as far as momentum. As you can see, our momentum on the 10-day chart really curling up here. So that's the macro market drivers. Let's go into the crypto drivers. On the left side, we have the pump dump chart for the total crypto market cap. As you can see here, we just broke below on the daily chart. We need to see by the end of today this close as confirmation, but we broke below the macro 786 from this low back in March to the high in August. We're below it now, and we reached the micro breakdown 2618. If we see continuation immediately, it's likely we're going to come to this 4236, which will be the bottom of the belly of the beast, and that will cause for Bitcoin potentially even hitting over 100K if we see that meltdown there. And then when we get to that point, that's going to be a big caution for a spike back up, liquidation event, and then we can roll back over and then likely come down to the 2618 of the medium, 2618 of the macro. And it's, in my opinion, at that point, that's when we would see the blow off top and the macro bull market top to come in when we reach those levels. And that would be perfectly in line too. If we threw a trend line coming down like that, connecting these lows, it would bring us to that medium 2618 breakdown extension. So that's likely when we get to the bottom of the belly of the beast. Big caution for a quick knee-jerk down in crypto liquidation event. And then at that point, we'll roll back over, and likely this will be the grand finale blow off top. Looking on the right side, we have others dominance. We have not yet really kicked up in a big way for others dominance. Looking at the 15-day chart, we're holding that critical support. Let's see here. We're holding that critical 15-day 200 moving average, as well as the 786 sandwich on the long-term fib right there. So where we're at right now, key level, it's a great time to start, if you hold Bitcoin, to start getting into quality alts, because it's likely this is the macro low before we see altcoins go into their melt up mode and hit their blow off top as well too. Going into Bitcoin, if we throw on the long-term fib 3-day chart, let's look at it. We do have a 3-day prepare to sell soon. The previous times where we've seen that was the melt up in October of last year and the melt up of February of this year. Very positive sign as far as, we're in the heat of the moment. We're in the heat of the pump, obviously. Where we're at right now is we hit the 3618 extension, where I think we're going to continue to before ultimately maybe seeing a pullback is that $98,997 level. May even see a spike over 100, and that's when we'll likely come back down, gather ourselves, and then hit our blow off top, which will be, in my opinion, around 113,000 to 143K. It will be that area, and that will be in tandem with what I was saying with the pump dump chart. So that's in my opinion. So be careful though. We're getting close to those levels. We have a 3-day prepare to sell soon, likely a 2-day, and a 1 day as well too. If we see a 12-hour sell now come in, which we haven't yet, that will be likely, you know, when we see that correction come in. We can go down lower on the time frames, like if we see a 9-hour sell now or a 7-hour. Now, probably an 8-hour or 9-hour sell now, we know, all right, we're in that corrective phase before ultimately gathering some steam for the last big blow off top in Bitcoin, in my opinion, on financial advice. Looking at others, if we go to the 3-day chart, we have spiked up to close to that 786. We've come back down. When others can get up to the 786 in tandem with the purple snake here, and we break and hold that support, that's when things will get crazy, and will likely come up to that 2618 extension, which is actually the top of the hot zone. So we have a lot of confluence there for that level. Looking at that right there. So that will be a massive, that will mean others will be at like 1.6 trillion. And from where we're at currently, that's like a 5x move, 5 to 6x move for others across the board. So it'll be massive. We're still not quite there yet. Looking at the 3-day chart, we do have that momentum coming up all as well. And like I've always said, what happens on the left happens on the right. If we have this in the middle as our anchor here like this, as you can see, we've, you know, done that. We had a little scoop, and now this is what needs to happen on the right side. So it's going to be an amazing couple months here. You got to make sure you just capitalize when it's time to take out and when those sell signals come in. So it's going to be very important in the Discord, if you're a Stargate VIP and you have the signals or you have the text signals set up, to pay attention to when those signals come in. XRP came up to around 74 cents. If we look at the 3-day chart, we have a 3-day buy now. We hit the 2618 extension. If we come up here and break above 80 cents, it's game on. But until then, we're just going to go, you know, back and forth sideways. We're in this kind of channel. We need to break above 80 cents, hold that support. And at that point, we can go to potentially new all-time highs. But if we break above 80 cents, it's, in my opinion, will come up to like $1.10, $1.25. If we can break above there, we'll come up to around $1.50 to $1.80. And at that point, if we break above there, you know, we're at new all-time highs, $4.35 and higher. So XRP looking very interesting, as well as the whole rest of the market. If you look at even XRP on the weekly chart, crossing up with momentum here, it looks amazing. It just flat out looks amazing. It's time. Looking at potential anomalies on high time frames, let's go to the daily chart, and we have ADA as a high time frame anomaly. We have Doge as a high time frame anomaly. Let's see here. Yeah, so ADA, Doge. We also have Proppy. We have Turbos, not Turbo, Turbos, and that's about it for the moment. That on the 1-day chart. If we look at the 12-hour chart to gauge any upcoming ones, we do have SUI, we do have NXRA, we have, and that's about it as well too. So those are our high time frame anomalies. If you're in the Discord and you have anomalies to like the shorter time frame day trade stuff, check those out. Those will be flashing through. And exciting times ahead, that's for sure. It's going to happen fast, guys. It always does. If you remember last year around this time, it happens fast and it's over. It's time to lock in. I'll be doing more videos back at it on a daily basis, keeping you guys updated and keeping you guys updated in the Discord in the off hours. So join the Discord market updates channel in there. You know what I'm watching for the crypto drivers, macro drivers, for Bitcoin and others. Where we're at right now, we're at a good level, and any dips are for buying, in my opinion. So that's going to be it. I'll see you guys in the next video and in the Discord.